Hey, this is a tutorial for installing the HubSpot multi-step form generator as outlined on this blog post here and as demonstrated by this form here. Um, so we want to make this as quick and easy as possible. So this is an example file. I'm just going to go from the top to bottom. But first things first, for setup, you're going to want to create forms within HubSpot for as many steps. You want to create one form for as many steps as you want. So in this case, we have 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 forms titled step 1, 2, and 3 in this case, just for demonstration purposes. This is an example file. So on your web page, you're going to want a div with an ID, empty div. You got to make sure you have jQuery on the site as well, and the form v2 from HubSpot. Want to make sure the script is installed as well, and then you want to make sure our latest distribution of the multi-step chainer JavaScript is installed as well. And then from there, this is the guide that JavaScript that powers it. So first, you want your portal ID, pretty self-explanatory. The target should be the ID of the container up here. GA type, if you're running GTM, you put GTM here. If you have Google Analytics, I'm not sure what you put here, so don't worry about that for now. We'll update the video for that later. Back buttons, do you want them? If so, true. Progress bar, do you want it? If so, true, otherwise false. Progression type steps, transition, fade. I would just leave these as is. True, make these true or false as you see fit. Now the forms, you can name them step 1, step 2, step 3, or something like info and then contact info, whatever you want. You can name those here. Now these IDs are correspond to the steps. So step 1 is that. Step 2, this guy is going to be what you see here, and step 3 here is what you're going to see here. So you can just create, if you have like 4 steps, you would just kind of copy and paste, and then change your ID there. The last thing is this message. So at the end, if you want to present a message, then in this case you do like a thank you message. We'll get back to you shortly. You can use HTML in here, and that's the message that will be displayed at the end. So to see it in action, and now here's the last piece, is you got to style this. So let me go through this for you. Now you can use dependent fields as well. So for instance, here I am on step 2. If I say like digital marketing, it'll say what digital marketing challenges are you having, and what's your budget. Web design. If I say development, then it'll ask like the CMS. And this is something that you can code right here within HubSpot, right? If the level of service of interest is this, then show this field. If it's that, then show this field. So you do all this within HubSpot, and then it'll show up here for you, right? And now validation, got to be careful with validation. You got to style that as well, right? So my phone number is not required. I'm not going to put it. And then here's that message that you see here. All this happens within this div, so you can style everything within that div right there. And this is for a self-installation of the whole multi-step form. It does require styling. As you can see, there's no styling. If you like the styling that we have, hey, just steal it. Don't be afraid of stealing our styles. You can do an inspect element, and come on over here. You'll see that this is our styles. Go and just take it if you like. We won't be mad at you. Otherwise, you're going to probably want a front-end developer to style this for you. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you get this installed. Drop us any questions that you have. This is a free tool at this point, so support is very limited. We appreciate feedback as well. Cheers.